No investment advice provided. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Guys, how's it going? Swez is here. Hope everyone is well. It's Sunday, the 19th of September 2021. It's 5:15 nearly. Sorry I'm a little bit late, guys. I've been so busy this weekend, but I thought I'd do a little mini podcast on a few popular tickers in the markets. And if you find this information useful, please give us a retweet, a like, or a share, or a follow. It really helps the algorithms. With Swazer's Charts, or Swazers, which is me, right? Created a Telegram group today, so we're already at over 100 members already, which is pretty cool. So hit the link and come join us on Telegram. We're posting charts there daily and looking for ideas to decode the market makers matrix and come up with some winners. Because at the end of the day, profit is not a dirty word. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to put the ticker timestamps in the YouTube description box of the video as usual, and let's just jump straight to the charts and let's just do it on the fly and try and fit a few in, and I'll try and get it uploaded because I'm conscious that time is moving on, and the sentiment of buying definitely seems to be back in the markets at the minute. There's been we've called a lot of winners recently on Twitter, like up and down the markets, loads and loads of winners. Loads of our ideas have worked out, which is absolutely fantastic. And long may it continue, right? We teach a system of technical analysis in Swazer's Charts Discord. If you're interested in joining, give us a shout. We've got some special deals for new members to come and join and learn our price action system of TA. Right, so let's look at ODX, Amiga Diagnostics on the daily chart. Now, we had this descending triangle. Price was selling off for absolutely ages, as we all know, and then price recently broke out of that descending triangle on the 23rd, as we've discussed many times regarding ODX. So we had this really strong breakout, and then price came up but has sold off a little bit since then. We had a close of 51.5 pence on the 17th, Friday, last trading day of last week. It was up 3%. I believe, looking at the charts and drawing a few trendline ideas and channel ideas, I think ODX is now in this smaller ascending bullish channel. If we just jump to the 4-hour chart with ODX, I mean, look at that stop hunt, guys. Look at that stop hunt that occurred on the 1st of September. Absolutely crazy. It's the way the markets will take people out. They're always looking to seek liquidity, and that's just a classic stop hunt to the low, and price just came down all the way to like 27 and a bit pence. Absolutely crazy. So since we've had the descending channel break, right, and then price came up, sold off. I think there's like a bit of a bull flag going on. Looking at the charts, I expect ODX to find some support real soon, maybe even tomorrow. And then hopefully we'll get a breakout to the up. The top of this ascending bullish channel idea I've drawn, I don't know, 66, 67p moving forward. It won't take a lot for the candles to get above the EMAs looking at it. So with a bit of luck, we're going to get a break to the up. I think it's finding support. I think it's been forming this bullish uptrend. Of course, I might be completely wrong, but I got to call it out as I see it, and that's the way I see ODX moving at the minute. Let's have a look at. Let's just jump to the alert logs. Let's look at Powerhouse Energy Group. So Powerhouse Energy Group, right, touched 6.5 pence not so long ago, and then sold off. We'll just jump to the 4-hour chart. Price closed out at 4.9 pence on Friday, which was 1.24%. All day long on Friday, the 17th last week, right, price was selling off all day long, and literally in the last 60 seconds, and then at auction, right, which is like, I think, like the last, like an extra 5 minutes, and then it goes to auction, right, and then boom, you got your price. The buyers came in mysteriously and then closed over this trendline idea. So I think, looking at the charts, I think it was a fake out drop to make people dump the shares, because I think, looking at this TA and looking at this channel idea, I think ZPHR might want to test 7 pence real soon. If this support stays in and then the buyers come back in, we've had this like triangle break, prices found support, and then I think price might want to head up to 7 pence in the not too distant future. There's a lot of cool things going on in the background, I believe, with Powerhouse Energy Group, and I think price, like ODX, price has been forming this new bullish uptrend channel. Right, what else should we look at, guys? Let's just jump to the tickers. Let's look at Argo blockchain. Right, so we got Argo blockchain. That's been making some moves recently. What a fantastic close we had on Friday. 13.07% up. Price closed at 173 pence. So, as we can see, if we look, this is the macro bullish channel idea that I've got with Argo. Price was selling off for most of the year, then price broke out, consolidated, and then on Friday we had that fantastic close, solid buying day, great volume, like 5.2, well, it's not like great, but it's pretty decent volume, 5.22 million in volume. We had, like I said, a 13% plus close. Price closed over this stubborn level of resistance that we've been in with Argo since May of this year. So price has closed above that. So will the market makers come in, and will they use previous resistance as new support, and will the buyers and the market makers want to exploit Argo and come and start testing these upper levels again? There's key levels that price needs to get over with ARB. Like, you know, we've got some resistance at like 208. There's some resistance at 250, but it does it in stages. Let's see what happens. Will this be a turnaround? And will price want to start heading to the higher highs again with ARB? I like the look at it on the charts. I think it's bullish. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Let's just jump to the charts and let's look at something else. Let's look at RMM. Right, because Rambler Metals and Mining PLC recently broke out of this 2.5-year downtrend. Looking at the charts, I think it might want to head at some point soon and test 31 pence. Of course, price may sell off a little bit. Price doesn't just generally go straight to the moon, as we know. But what's interesting about RMM is that price recently came out of this 2.5-year downtrend. We've had some decent bullish activity recently. Price closed at 25p, 2.04% up. I think it's like moving in like this consolidation zone at the moment while it's figuring out what kind of channel it wants to start forming. And then I think the next major level of resistance with RMM, I think it's 31 pence looking at the charts. Might be wrong, but you know what? Let's see what happens. But that 2.5-year downtrend has been defeated. We called it as well in Swayze's charts on Twitter. You know, we've called a lot of winners recently. CAV, we also called this bounce as well. Did a redraw with CAV. This is the daily chart. Did a redraw. Price bounced up. We've had some fabulous buying activity. Price closed 10.42% up at 5.3p on Friday. Look at this beautiful cup and handle continuation pattern. Looking at the charts, right, with CAV, right, looking at the kind of channels that I think it's in, I think price will want to test. I think price will want to test 6.5 pence at some point soon. Yes, there is some levels of resistance. Price is at some pretty decent support levels at the moment as well. But looking at this, look at the way that price has got above all the EMAs. There's like a lovely cross of some of the EMAs as well, right under price action. Looking at this daily chart, I think price will want to test 6.5 pence soon. Looking at the charts. ZPHR. Is it Zephyr Energy PLC? I did say be careful in trying to get into moves when price is at key levels of resistance, which it is. So price has not been able to get past, as we can see with ZPHR in the daily chart, price has not been able to get past this stubborn level of resistance. Price closed at 5.95%, down 2.46% down on Friday. Price has been really trying to break out, but it's not managed to do it yet. There is levels of resistance above that price needs to get. This downtrend that price has been in. pretty much since like late June of this year. It's just not been able to get past it, but we have got some support coming from this lower triangle level, as we can see here. Price is coming to the apex of this triangle, so it's either going to break to the up or it's going to break to the down. If it does break to the down, there's lower levels of support. But if price can break out to the up with ZPHR, there's some lovely market structure, and price may want to start testing those higher highs. But at the minute, price has not been able to get past. But it's been, absolutely fascinating looking at how price action has been moving. Let's look at power. Let's have a look at power metal resources. Sorry, guys. I've been drinking tea all day long. I feel like I'm drunk off Yorkshire tea. Unbelievable. Right, we had some really bullish activity in the week with POW, didn't we? We had this beautiful day on the 15th, which was it Wednesday of last week? I thought price was going to break out to the up. It's not managed to do it yet. But look at this wonderful levels of support. I really think, looking at the charts, that POW is going to make a bullish up move soon. I really do, and I think it's going to want to take advantage of this market structure up ahead. Price closed at 2.1 pence on Friday. It was a break-even day. So, looking at the charts, price is really, it's right, make your mind up time for POW, and I think it's going to break to the up. Look at the way the EMAs are getting underneath price. Look at the bullish candles we've had. We've got some beautiful setup candles. I'm not an investor with power metal resources, just to let you guys know. I'm not trying to ramp it up or anything like that. I just love the way that it moves on the charts. We've had this horrendous sell-off all year like we have. The sentiment seems to be turning around. And I think that the buyers will come back in. I think it'll break out at some point soon. And then it could aggressively utilize this market structure up ahead and start, there's some major levels that it wants to test. There's some levels of resistance that price obviously needs to get past. Is it trying to get to 3 pence again at some point soon? But it needs to break out of this large descending triangle that we've had going on for a while. But I just like the way it looks on the charts. And I think this larger macro bullish channel is in play. That's what I genuinely believe. And I've not got a dog in the fight. I'm not an investor. I don't own any shares. It's impartial, right? I always try and be honest. Sometimes, guys, when I post my tweets on my ideas, I get attacked by rampers and retweeters and trolls because a lot of the times I'll go against mainstream narratives. If I see something on the charts like a key level of resistance, I'll just tell the truth and shame the devil. Sometimes, it goes against other people in the FinTwit sphere and what we've got to say. But, Swayze's charts will always be impartial. Will never take money on the back end to ramp any stock. Whether or not we get trolled or attacked, or whether or not we get, a pat on the back for getting the moves right. Because sometimes it's not always about jumping into winners. Sometimes it's staying away from certain moves until you get sell-offs. And then we can look at trying to get into profitable areas on the charts. That's what it's all about, guys. It's us against the market makers at the end of the day. We cannot outbuy them because they have all the keys to all the doors and they've got all the gold. We can't outbuy them that way, but we can look to decipher the moves on the charts and try and get in high quality locations on the charts and try and get away with some nice profit. All right. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. Right, let's look at I3E. That's been making some interesting moves. Hey, check out Swayze's charts on Telegram. That's going good guns. Wow. Plenty of notifications coming in. Right, so we've got I3 Energy PLC on the daily chart. Right, so as we can see, this is this macro bullish channel idea that I've got. We have this long squeeze and then a short squeeze. Price sold off. Price touched like 16, nearly 17 pence not so long ago on the early July. Price sold off and then price has been consolidating along. But recently, Friday, we had a nice bullish close, 4.9% up. Price closed at 12.3 pence. So it's defeated this level of resistance that we've had. We've got the EMAs underneath price action. We've got some nice market structure up ahead. Looking at the chart, it appears that the buyers are back in. Okay, I'm not saying that it's going to go to the moon tomorrow or even the day after, but looking at the general market state and the general trend. I think the buyers are back in with I3E, and I think we might want to utilize this market structure up ahead. Right, let's have a look at PREM. And forgive me, I've not organised the charts as efficiently as I should have, guys. I've been so busy today. It's absolutely crazy. Right, so let's have a look at Premier African Minerals on the charts, right? Because I think I've seen something interesting. This chart's crazy, right? Let's just zoom out a little bit, compress the action, then we can read it, right? So I believe this is the macro bullish uptrend with PREM, right? I need to tidy this chart up a bit. It's a bit of a mess. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, now PREM moves. The personality of PREM is it moves in triangle breaks, right? So we can see this first triangle break broke to the up, boom, came back down. Second triangle break broke to the up, came back down. Third triangle break broke to the up. Now I believe that we're now like 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth triangle, and if you notice, they've all been getting smaller. So it's a series of descending triangles. Okay, so price closed on Friday at 0.233, which was 1.14% up. Will PREM be using this tiny little bull flag to finally break to the up and finally test these levels above? I believe that it might just do that, right? We've got like market structure up ahead. The top of this trend line on this channel idea that I've drawn is like I've said like last week, guys, it's 0.294. So we've got a real tight convergence of EMAs underneath. And I think looking at the way that PREM moves, I think we might be on for another bullish move to the up, should I say. All right, let's have a look at another ticker or two. All right, but I just wanted to look at PREM because it's fascinating how price moves with PREM, and we've been successful multiple times with PREM. And I know that I'm not an investor myself, but I know that it's a very popular ticker, and the company's meant to be doing some pretty cool things on the back end, right? So let's look at OEX. Right, so I noticed with OEX, right, that price recently, and we've tweeted about it and all the rest of it, price recently broke out of this downtrend that we had with OEX. Price broke out on the 25th of August with a really solid buyer's candle, then came back down, sold off a little bit, but we had that fabulous close on Friday, 17th, just gone, 17.95% up. Price closed at 0.2300. So is this now the buyers saying that, hey, we're back in control with OEX. We've got some cup and handle continuation patterns. We had a massive break on Friday, a really bullish day, 652 plus million in volume. Does the market makers and do the buyers want to come in and utilize this market structure up ahead? The top of the channel, by the way, of this macro uptrend is 0.4565-ish, right? So I need to try and figure out what OEX is up to next. But it looks like the buyers may be back in control, looking at the trend lines, looking at the charts, looking at where price is broken out. Interesting, all right, interesting bullish activity with OEX. And let's see whether or not that we got this key level that price may want to use this now as support and try and propel itself up and utilize the market structure. There's some resistance with OEX. There's a key level of resistance of about 0.3015 that price has to get past. That emanated from like June of this year. And as we can see, on Friday, when we had this huge close and all the buying activity, price touched that level and then subsequently sold off a little bit, but we still had a mega close. So that's a key level that we need to think about, right, of resistance with OEX just up above. I can't even speak, up above. What else should we have a look at? Should we have a quick look at GBP? That's a popular ticker. And like I say, guys, I'll put the timestamps for these tickers in the description box, all right, of the video. So if you don't want to listen to me going on, just hit the timestamp codes. It'll jump you straight to your ticker of interest. Now, I just want to zoom into the action with GBP, right? Because I think looking at the charts, getting a little bit of lag. We'll have this as our last ticker, guys. I mean, we've got so many tickers, guys. We've got over 1,000 tickers in Swayze's Charts Discord, where we teach this system of technical analysis. I mean, it's absolutely crazy, guys. But, you know, at the end of the day, beats working for a living, right? So GBP recently broke out of this bull flag, okay? It was like a larger consolidation zone. Price could have not been able to get past 0.775 for quite a while. Price closed bullishly, 9.26% up on Friday. Closed at 0.590. Is it 0.590? Yep, 0.590. Price is broken out of this bull flag, right? Is price looking to retest in the not too distant future 0.770? Possibly. Price is now above the 21, right? The 50 and the 100. The only EMA left that it's really got to contend to is the daddy EMA, which is the 200 EMA, right? So when price encounters the 200, if it does soon, it may struggle a little bit. Let's see what happens. But looking at this chart, I've got a bullish break of this. Bull flag, right? And the next major level is really 0.765 to be precise. That price may want to try and have a go at testing with GBP. Let's see what happens. All right. Listen, guys, I'm going to get this uploaded now because I'm conscious that time is moving on. There's a few other tickers that I wanted to have a look at, but we're just running out of time a bit. I'll put the timestamps in the description box. I hope you've all been having a great weekend. Join our Telegram group. Give us a like. Give us a retweet. Send me a message if you're interested in Swayze's Charts Discord. 160 members now, many of which are getting really, really good at spotting winners in the markets, and they're translating that to cash in the bank account. All right, not financial advice. At the end of the day, if you can decode the moves of the market makers, guys, right, this is an empowering skill, and it's a high income skill. And I think with the way that the world is changing and the way that the world is moving and stuff now, it might not be a bad idea to, get some extra high income rare skills that we can use as complementary to fundamentals. And, a lot of people are instinctively accurate in the way that they see the markets. Look, I'm not saying that technical analysis is the be all and end all. It isn't. It's an ally, and it's a tool, and it's something that can be used with other proven methods. At the end of the day, right, we can't beat the market makers. We can't beat them money wise, but we can definitely hitch a ride with the market makers, and that's what it's all about with price action technical analysis. All right, guys, I'll get off. I'll get this uploaded, and I'll see you guys knocking around tomorrow when the market's open. Cheers.